Aries, my Boston cream looking all this so good. How you doing, my cutie patootie? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your fellow fire sign, to your funny and most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot. I'm very happy to be back. I'm very happy to be here from Tennessee, Nashville week-long advanced retreat. I've missed you so much, dear Aries. And today I'm going to be doing your reading from September 29th to October 5th. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice for you. Now, dear Aries, this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not already, although you already know that. That's what I'm saying. Some sassy shit. So let's see what's going on for my Aries, for the firstborn of the zodiac. Looking all this so good. All right, so Aries, what's going on for my Aries? When I think of you, Aries, I feel like you're like my fellow fire sign, like either little brother, I think a little brother, you know what I'm saying? Like a little brother, maybe older brother, little. I don't know, like there is this bro energy between me and you know what I'm saying? There is this bromance going on. Okay, let's see what's going on. Boston cream. All right, so Aries, your challenge from September 28th to October 5th is the Six of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups. Ooh, that hasn't come out in a while. Followed by the Eight of Wands, this communication hasn't come out in a while, and the Star. This is gonna be so good. I'm gonna cook it so good. Now, Aries, your challenge is the Six of Cups. I know, we know, you know that I know that you know that you're still thinking about that person. Six of Cups is talking about that connection that you have with someone from the past. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories. You could be dealing with the Capricorn. You got that devil here in your present situation. I'm also strongly getting here Taurus, could be, I saw here Gemini energy, Aquarius, or another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius. Nonetheless, there is someone on your mind that you've been really, really thinking about. Six of Cups, past lover, past life love connection, very strong association of like someone that you feel like you shared a lot of memories with. We're gonna get back to this and clarify shortly. 3-3 on the timer. Now, in the recent past, dear Aries, you have the Empress, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so in the recent past, for some of you, this could have been a very serious relationship in terms of like marriage, commitment. Maybe you have children with this person, maybe you had. I'm getting here like a strong sense of commitment, okay? Like literally power couple type of stuff. Like people would look at you and be like, wow, like this couple is like fire, you know what I'm saying? But then something happened between you and them with the Ten of Swords, which is telling me that a situation ended very painfully and it left you and them feeling in agony and in pain and in betrayal for whatever way it happened. I'm going to clarify this shortly, and I'm sending you a big hug, dear Aries. Now, in the present moment, you have the Devil, the Page of Wands, and the King of Cups. So in the present moment, I feel like that, you know, there is this strong, unexplainable connection that you have with this person, and, you know, a lot of things are resurfacing for you in the present moment, Aries. I feel like that you're really, really someone that you have been doing so much work within yourself. I think, I'm going to say this, I don't care what cross-watchers are going to say. I don't care what other people are going to say. I'm going to say this right now. A lot of times there is a bad reputation about Aries people, you know, that like, oh, you guys are very angry, you guys are very this and that, or like Aries people don't take the time to heal them. Like that's not true, you know. Actually, when I was at the retreat in Nashville, Tennessee, a Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat, there was 1,500 people. I sat around the table and I was talking to multiple people, and there was this man, you know, probably in his 40s, sitting in front of me. And of course he was hot, and of course he was an Aries, because I literally told him, I'm like, are you a fire sign? He goes like, yes, I'm an Aries. So he was like talking about the work that he has been doing in himself, within himself, right? Like he finding healing and everything. So there is always an evolved version of each sign. And I feel like Aries, you're someone that you have been doing the work within you. Whatever has been toxic, unhealthy, trauma, resurfacing, forgiving your parents, forgiving people around you, you're doing the work. And what this is going to actually lead to is, you see how she's holding the wand, right? It's not even Ace of Wands, it's the Page of Wands, okay, very thick in her hand. It means that when you let go of certain beliefs and certain, things from the past, there is an opportunity here that's going to be presented, and it's going to allow you to really enter into a loving, compassionate relationship with the King of Cups. We're going to talk about this shortly. Now, in the near future, you have the Five of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. So in the near future, I feel like that you're gonna find reunion and a lot of like celebration. What's the word for it? Like a lot of moments of celebration between you and this person. Okay, getting back together, partying, doing things, celebrating. And yes, there is some conflicts that need to be resolved before you guys move forward to that. And finally letting go of like the past burdens, okay, and the things that really have been holding you back. Now, there is a strong sense of partnership here that's coming in. Strong sense of partnership. And this is about you and this individual really coming together and wanting to reunite and reignite something very passionate. Two of Cups here talks about two souls colliding together for a reason, and this is the reason why you have been really thinking about this person, which is your challenge, and that's the Six of Cups. So let's get into your reading and let's talk about this. Honestly, I'm going like really deep into your readings because I feel like maybe I always do my best, but I feel like maybe like a couple of readings or so, I was a little bit short on time on you, and I want to make sure that I'm slaying and I'm serving. Some sass issues, I'm saying. So we're gonna go deep into this. That's why I go in details. Now, the Six of Cups here, dear Aries, in the present moment is clarified by the Strength, the Chariot, and the Page of Swords. So you could be dealing with the Cancer, Leo. I'm getting here Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. It doesn't have to be. For many of you, this person keeps coming back in your mind, and there is a strong sense of telepathic communication. Okay, that's what I'm strongly getting here with the Page of Swords. A lot of you have been have moved on physically, but not energetically. A lot of you maybe changed locations, changed places. Some really important changes have taken place in your life, and I feel like that there is this sense of like a strong desire to actually materialize this relationship in your 3D reality, to manifest it. You keep thinking about this person because you really miss the way that they made you feel. This is someone that really made you feel seen, understood, appreciated. Something really, really clicked with this person in the past that made you appreciate the connection that you had with them. Your challenge here has to do a lot with you really making a final decision of how you want to move forward from now on. Because if this person keeps coming back in your life, who is going to take the initiative? Who is going to communicate? Who is going to take some sort of action, right? And if this reunion is something that's going to happen, how is it even going to take place? We're going to clarify more as we move forward, but there is a very strong, beautiful connection. It's not even lust. It's just coming from a place of love and sincere care that you have with this person. Okay, so let's clarify the recent past here, the Empress. The Empress here in the recent past, dear Aries, is clarified by the Devil, Capricorn energy, Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So for many of you, I do strongly feel like here that possibly, you and this person did celebrate a lot of things together, did have a lot of happy moments. You have the Lovers here also at the bottom, which is amazing. Just keeps coming back in your reading. So it's an important theme for you, right? I do feel like here, dear Aries, that in the recent past, for many of you, one of the things that was very challenging was just really wanting to see and to really find out the truth. Does this person have any third party? Were they talking to someone else from their past? Or like who was on their phone? I don't know if this is going to resonate with many of you, or maybe this person was still tied up to another individual that really made you kind of question a lot of things, okay? So many of you also really envisioned, you held the idea and the vision of having children with this person as well in the recent past. You wanted to have family, maybe adopt kids. I'm getting here this sense of like a power couple dynamic here with this person. You were maybe even at the point of marrying them, and all of a sudden it did not happen. Now, the Hierophant here in the recent past is clarified by the Five of Swords, the Justice, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is going to resonate with only very few of you. You know, my cards do not lie. So something here with the Tower came to an end. And I feel like that for very, very few of you, this could have been a divorce. This could have been like a legal matters here and separation, okay? Some sort of an argument, conflict. If it's not like legal matters, divorce, then it means that obviously there was an ending, okay? Whatever you both were committed to, the level of commitment that both of you had towards one another, it came to an end. And this is the reason why with the Ten of Swords here, I feel like that, you know, you kind of felt like maybe you were betrayed by this person and something here just didn't work out the way that you anticipated. And this led to this sense of betrayal, okay? And this Tower moment was not easy to digest and to take. Could have dealt with the Capricorn, I'm getting here Scorpio, Leo, Libra for some of you now, or Virgo. Ten of Swords here is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Death card. Yeah, Scorpio energy again. Like I said, dear Aries, some arguments, okay, constant arguments and conflicts that took place between you and this person. And I mean, not all relationships are all rosy color, right? Something here resurfaced, something here happened that actually caused you and this person to have that misunderstanding towards one another. And apparently something ended. Even the cards are here literally confirming that. Anytime you see fives in tarot, like Five of Swords, right? Five of Wands, it talks about conflict. It talks about uncertainty, a major obstacle that has been happening and taking place, 11:11 on the timer. And that is something that ended, okay? Maybe you and this person were coming from two different cultures, backgrounds, locations. There was something very profound that represented itself to be as very different from, within you, between you and this person. Now, in the present moment, you have the Devil, the Page of Wands, and the King of Cups. So let's talk about the Devil here for you in the present moment. The Devil here talks about strong sexual connection between you and this person, as well as you realizing what is it that's toxic and unhealthy that's got to be let go of. Clarified by the Temperance. The Temperance here is about transmutation and alchemizing a situation, turning something bad into something bad into good. So you have the Moon, the Queen of Cups, the Temperance. A lot of the things are actually resurfacing. The Moon here represents our subconscious mind. And this has to do a lot with you going within yourself, you doing the work, you doing the inner work, your shadow work, and really realizing and recognizing that there is a lot of emotional cleansing that's happening for you deep within you. A lot of emotions are getting cleared out, and I feel like that for many of you, you are really starting to look at yourself from a place of compassion and love. Okay, you're starting to also change the way that you talk about yourself and the way the thoughts that you entertain about yourself. Because those thoughts are very important, you know what I mean? So I'm very proud of you, Aries, and I see you doing that. So the Page of Wands here in the present moment, there is an offer, there is an apology, there is a conversation that strikes. Clarified by the Knight of Wands, because this is coming from a place, a lot of passion. There you go. Now we're talking with the Ace of Wands. It came out. Okay, so a new opportunity. Brand new opportunity here, and then the Two of Wands. Wow, a lot of fire energy here in the present moment for you. So I strongly feel like here that with all of these wands combined together, this is an opportunity to actually form a strong relationship and also create that sense of family, that sense of la familia. You know what I'm saying? To create that sense of stability and happiness for you too. Now, this is one of the moments, this is one of those situations when I feel like Aries, it's you really retreating and taking your energy back in terms of you take your energy back from negativity, from dwelling onto the negative story, because you are not wishing, you are not desperate, you are not searching, you just know and you exist and you behave and you become the version of an Aries that knows that they're in a very successful relationship with their person, because that is how you're going to change things, right? We cannot have a pity party, sit here and wish for things to change. We get up, we become the change we want to see around us. So with the Knight of Cups here, someone is very much interested into actually the person that you feel like is your soulmate. Could be a twin flame, whatever it might be, you take it as it resonates. This is about someone that's coming towards you with a lot of love, a lot of gentleness, compassion, and the Three of Pentacles. This person wants to work things out with you. There is a strong sense of collaborative energy with the Fool. Why, Aries? Because they want to have a brand new beginning with you. The Fool here is your card, Aries, and there is also the Judgment, Scorpio energy. So I feel like someone here is having a major awakening and an epiphany, awakening that is, you know, really leading them to make a very profound decision when it comes to relationship, when it comes to what do they really want out of this connection with you, right? Why do they sign up for this relationship? Why do they subscribe for this connection? Is because there is something about you, Aries, that keeps drawing them. There is a warrior within you. There is someone that you're someone that you fought many battles in life. You're someone that you really went through major struggles, difficulties, maybe like you moved from one place to another, and you have become very strong within yourself. You have built an empire, or you're building an empire, or you're someone that you want to build something very profound. This person has seen like the warrior that you are, and you're unstoppable. So it's like not only that, but also the way that you really take care of your loved ones. I think that the dedication and the loyalty and the commitment that you have, you know, for your people, especially as a fire sign, really tells this person something about, you know, a solid relationship and foundation that they can actually build with you, because they can see a future with you. Okay, so let's talk about the Five of Wands here, which is about overcoming some sort of a major conflict and an obstacle between you and this person. The Five of Wands here, dear Aries, in the near future is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Yeah, a lot of you abandoned each other at a certain point in your life, and something here really has been very debilitating. I feel like that also there might be some financial matters and situations that need to be resolved between you and this person, and that's something that is going to be happening because you and this person seem to be really putting that work into it and wanting to cooperate, wanting to really work things out together. Now, in order for you and this person, 333, literally 333 on the timer that I'm saying this, in order for you and this person to really move forward and to cooperate and to collaborate and to bring this relationship to the next level, I strongly feel like here that what's going to end up happening for both of you is that you both are going to let go of something, of some sort of a story, whether that was about betrayal, cheating, I don't know what it was, trust issues. Gotta let go of that. Gotta let go of that in order for you to actually move forward into the new direction, okay, together. Now, let's talk about the Three of Cups here in the near future. The Three of Cups is clarified by the Page of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Two of Swords. You know, I feel like that this is also about really being very decisive when it comes to this person, Aries. You might be someone that you have had your guard up in the past because of certain betrayals and situations that happen, and you know, the way that people treated you. You might have had your Seven of Wands, which is talking about your guard up, protecting yourself. But you know, you're just gonna give love a chance. You're gonna give this connection a chance and an opportunity for you to unfold. This is the reason why I see here with the Three of Cups, there is gonna be this reunion that's gonna actually take place between you and them, and it's gonna lead you two and them to a brand new beginning. Something's gotta be let go of from the past, just in general with the Ten of Wands. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands for you in the near future. The Ten of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the King of Cups. Wow. And then the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is also your challenge, right? So a confirmation here of really strong soul connection here between you and someone else, and someone that keeps resurfacing in your mind. And this person could also might as well just manifest, okay? Even if they walked away from you, dear Aries, even if there was a lot of hurt, even you and this person struggled majorly in your relationship, in your connection together, there is love. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Cups keeps resurfacing at the bottom of the deck, from the bottom of the deck, because there is a strong sense of soul connection that you have with them. And there is also here this one at the bottom, right? So no matter if they walked away from you with the Eight of Cups, the middle one, if there was a lot of hurt, there was a lot of, you know, issues that happened, there is, you know, what goes around comes around, and things just kind of like resurfacing, and clear communication happening between the king and the queen. Now, this could be a same-sex situation. My channel is open for, you know, I'm open and inclusive for all people from all backgrounds. So I just want to mention that kindly. I feel like that for a lot of you, Aries, there's going to be a communication with the Eight of Wands. And this is going to come from a place of maturity, okay? This is going to come from a place of really understanding each other at a deep level, okay? And really just being very compassionate, because this is not about who's right, who's wrong. This is about really wanting for both of you to win, right? Because there is a saying, I learned this saying one time. It says, I may win the argument, but I may lose my brother or my person. So it's not about that. And I know that you know that now. It's just about you and this person really harmonizing this situation and finding the solution for both of you. So let's get the advice for you, dear Ariana. Beautiful reading, by the way. Okay, so you have the Queen of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. So the advice here for you, dear Aries, is that in the middle of this separation, in the middle of this situation that you have been going through, you are being, as the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, looking at this situation and at yourself from a very compassionate viewpoint, okay? And one of the things that I see here that you are kindly being asked to look into is to stop holding on to any kind of pain, any kind of disappointment that happened in the past that actually made you feel very disappointed. And even though there was a lot of undesirable circumstances in the past, that doesn't have to be your future. It doesn't even have to be your present. You're someone that you're able to move forward successfully in love, in career, in finances. I think it's just a matter of you really going deeper within yourself and releasing any kind of resentment or any kind of betrayal, right? Because people, yes, they messed up big time with you, but I feel like that when you're changing your frequency, you're going to start attracting the right people into your life who will match your frequency, who will support you. And maybe people who came into your life, I'm not saying that you were not, you were at a low frequency, they came into your life. What I'm saying here is that people, certain circumstances showed you that you should not settle for less, okay? That you should really, you're open to accepting love and accepting people, but you could also set some boundaries. You could also, be very quick to decide who you want to allow into your life and who do you want to allow into your life. And when it comes to this specific person, I feel like this has immensely helped you to grow, to have a strong sense of growth within yourself and not let anyone or anything to tell you otherwise or to hold you back. So you're not tied up to your past, okay? So this connection here that's going to resurface here, I feel like this is going to really show you and prove you the amount of work that you've done within yourself. And hence you're going to be able to move forward successfully with this person. So what is an important message here for you, dear Aries, that you need to know? And you have number 16, it says disruption. Okay, it says disruption. So, a lot of you might have felt this disruption after this separation. A lot of you might have felt that things kind of went wrong and your day-to-day life or your routine has been disrupted. This is why, when we meditate and when we do breath work and we go within ourselves, we start actually looking at this, even the worst circumstances and the situations, as an opportunity to grow and to level up and not to be intimidated by them at all. So the message here is for you: do not let anything, any rejection or any situation from the past to keep you in this disrupted energy, right? Because you're a winner, you're an overcomer, and you're someone that you have been through many chaoses, like many conflicts, and you came out on top. But this is about you just not having to repeat the same story and not allowing yourself to go into the same circumstances again and again. So, dear Aries, this is what I had for you. I hope that this helped, and I just want to reflect on the fact that I know many of you might ask, my retreat in Tennessee, Nashville was absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed, visiting for the third time to a week-long advanced retreat with Dr. Joe Dispenza, who is also Aries. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's at a cusp of an Aries and a Pisces, but I think I take him as more of as an Aries. He's such a determined go-getter person, and his Pisces side is spirituality, right? And that retreat absolutely is like transformative. And we did 35 hours of meditation, breath work, and it was just very important for me to go within myself and to look deep within my emotions and my feelings. And I had had some really amazing experiences with the divine, with interdimensional beings, and just experiencing so much love, that was very profound for me. So yeah, I'm really thankful, and I would highly recommend to look into his work, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I know that many of you might be familiar with him. So this is what I had for you, everyone. I'm back to serve and to slay. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, dear Boston Cream Aries. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.